What's up, everybody? Welcome to In Love with Horror. I'm AJ.
And I'm Christy.
And y'all, let's talk about Late Night with the Devil. This is the latest film coming from the Carnes brothers. We got Colin and Cameron. Mm-hmm. And give you an idea of what this film is about. We'll kind of give it, put it in our own words, right?
Yeah.
So this film follows our lead, David Dastmalchian, who is a late night show host. Mm-hmm. And we kind of meet him in the film at a point where, he's trying to rise to the top, right? They make a point in the beginning of the film to mention, he's competing with ratings. He's trying to beat out Johnny Carson and stuff like that. He's trying to rise to the top, be the best, be the best show host. Some things happen and he ends up, kind of reaching a lull in his ratings. And so the film follows what would be the final broadcast of this show. It's, they plan this big event for Halloween night. Mm-hmm. And then that's when, shit gets weird, left. Crazy, goes left, however you want to say it. But that's kind of the film. It's presented to you very much how you would have actually seen the broadcast, right? So the way they kind of structure it is you follow along as if you would have watched this back in the late 70s. And then what they do is they do sprinkle in what they call behind the scenes footage. And they kind of explain this to you in the beginning. You'll watch this master tape with some sprinkle in when they go to, commercial breaks. You'll get the behind the scenes stuff. So right off the top, I don't know if you want to go first, given your high level thoughts about this film. Again, this is our non-spoiler review.
Okay, so high level thoughts. I really enjoyed this movie. I've been looking forward to this movie for a while.
Oh yeah.
I'm a huge fan of David Dastmalchian. I think I watched him on the Fangoria Awards or something he was hosting. And then ever since then, I've just been eating up everything he's been
Everything.
making.
He's been in a lot of stuff too.
He has. Yeah. But this is the first time we've seen him as the main character, the main role. And the lead role, I guess you would say.
Right.
And I think he does an exceptional job as Jack Delroy, I think his name is.
Yep, Jack Delroy. Yep.
And everything in this movie is on point as far as the 70s, right? You got the set pieces, the costume design, the music. Mm-hmm. What I feel like it would be like if you were on a set of a 70s broadcast show. Yep. I think they nailed it, dialed it in very, very well. I love the horror elements. I guess you say the main showpiece, I guess, takes a while to get to, but I still think the slow burn getting there was still really good. The journey there was really good. And I feel like this is a campy homage to 70s horror or whatever. But I thought it was great.
Oh yeah, I agree 100%. I thought this movie was incredible.
Yeah.
I was fully immersed as if I was watching this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was airing on TV, and what's cool is, watching it in this format, right? Because like I said, you're watching it as if you would have watched it,
it's
airing
like a
live.
Mockumentary almost.
Yeah, and what's cool is it's even presented in the 4:3 aspect ratio, right? That full screen aspect ratio to really to drive home the fact that this is this master tape of this almost like a lost episode. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And because of that, it almost gives it this take on a alternate found footage style.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's got the flavor of found footage.
Right.
Even though it's not the handheld, it's this, show host format, but it has the vibe of found footage, and the job with found footage is to pull you in, right? To bring you into this reality, which I think this, like you said, this show does an excellent job of with the 70s vibes. It gets you very, attached to Jack Delroy as a show host. You get really invested in that character, and it is a slow burn.
Yeah.
Which I think is, it kind of lines up with other, found footage style horror films, right? Where, it's a build up to something. So every found footage film is a slow build up to a massive finale. Mm-hmm. It's the finale is the payoff. Yeah. Where it's damn, this is what we've been building to, and this shit is crazy. Yeah. And this film has an amazing payoff.
It was really good.
An incredible payoff, y'all. But now it just hooks you.
It did.
And it grips you and it pulls you in, and you start really lingering okay, what, where are we going with this?
Yeah. And
they do this thing where, you're not really sure if this is gonna if it's gonna be real or what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
it has a lot of intrigue and mystery to it.
It has these other guests on the show that kind of help with that, right? So you have the the critic or the skeptic character, if you will, and then you have this other character who's trying to prove that this is real.
Yep.
And so you kind of like teeter back and forth between the two.
Yeah, and they play it off
super good.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, they play it really good. All the performances from all these actors and actresses are incredible, and it is something. This is something special.
It is.
Like, I don't know how they came up with the idea to do it in this format of this, like, Lost, late night show episode, but that was genius.
Right.
And it works like really well.
It reminds me a lot of Ghostwatch, because we recently watched Ghostwatch from 92 and you were like, oh, this is good.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you were like, oh, I've never seen anything like this. And then you said something else like, I forgot what you said. But anyways.
I said a lot. I was a lot of things really like it being beyond its time. Like, right, exactly. Way ahead of its time.
Right. Yeah. Now, this is obviously not exactly like that, but it's very kind of like in the same vein of that. You got the broadcast. Yep. Obviously, you got the two different guests, right? In that movie, they had the same thing with someone who's not believing what they were seeing, and then the other person trying to prove that what was happening, what was happening. Yep. So those things are very similar. But I think in this one, what is different is I really was attached to the characters a lot more.
Yes.
In this one.
100%.
Versus Ghostwatch.
I think one of the main reasons is like it's a very contained film.
Oh yeah.
So you're only ever looking at the set of the late night show. You get like other glimpses of stuff, but for the most part, a little over 90% of this film is you're locked into the set of this show, because you're basically looking at the episode as if you were the audience watching it live on TV. Right. So I think because it's contained and you only have these select few characters, and that's really all you're spending time with, you do grow attachment to the main leads as well as the supporting cast as well. And they all just have this like really good chemistry, and like, man, there was just something kind of like spellbinding to it that just really like just the best way I can describe it is like really pulling you in and like, gripping you and not letting go, and like just having that intrigue. You're like, damn, I want to see where this goes. Yeah, man. I'm locked in. Sure. I'm listening to every single word that they say. I'm trying to catch stuff. I'm looking for stuff. Yeah. It's just fun.
It was fun.
No, and it's got some great. I can see
this being like a campy one. Like, it's just going to revisit and stuff like that.
Because this does have like its little comedic moments.
Yeah, it does.
Because it's a show host, so he drops his little comedic lines, and it's heavily talking about like ratings and stuff like that. So it is a fun watch. It's got that comedic element to it, but don't get it twisted. The horror stuff is still there.
Yeah, still good
and
too.
As the slow burn builds, like it gets weirder and creepier. Practicals
really good,
super good. They were really good. They were really good. And I was like, damn, this shit is getting interesting, getting crazy. Good. But yeah, that glowing reaction from watching this film. Did you want to give it a rating?
No.
Not yet?
Not yet.
You're not ready?
I'm not ready.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to watch it one more time.
Well, before you want to give it a final rating? Yeah. I mean, we literally just watched it.
We did.
We watched it, and then we came and turned on the cameras. So we're still high off of it. Like, it's still dope. I'm sure it'll be a very high rating as we, digest and think about it some more. But it was a very like positive experience walking away from that. Yeah. I'm not really sure what else the Coen brothers have done, but I'm very curious to see what else they've written and worked on and directed. Because this was something special. Was really now, good. Like, this is that film. When you see that one film where it kind of almost like puts people on the radar now. Like,
they definitely gonna be on the radar.
100. I don't know if they were or not already.
Well,
but this
they really are now.
This is gonna open the doors.
Yeah,
for sure.
I saw an interview from last year when they were at South by Southwest, and all three of them, the Coen brothers, along with David Dastmalchian, and he had said something like, "Oh man, can I do this? And how am I going to do this?" And so, if he would have ever watched this video, I want him to know that he did that. Like, that was really good.
Oh, he did. He did his thing with it.
Exceptional.
Oh, yeah, he did his thing. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll have to come back, maybe do like an extra post or something.
Yeah.
To add on to it to let you know what our actual rating is. Tune into our Letterboxd. If you're not following us on Letterboxd, go follow us on there, because we'll definitely put our rating in over on Letterboxd. Now, if you're wanting to see this film, it releases into theaters first, theatrical release on March 22nd, and then you can wait, if you want to, you can wait until the streaming release date. It'll be on Shudder on April 19th. So a pretty decent gap, honestly. Like,
go watch this at the movies.
Yeah, this is such an incredible experience that I highly suggest that you support the film. Go purchase a theater ticket. This is worth seeing.
Yeah.
On the big screen. This is an incredible film. You'll love the theater experience, and I'm telling you, you'll walk away being like, damn, this was something different. Fun. This was something special. It was a good time. So I'm telling you, if you like the found footage style, you like weird, you like supernatural, you like slow burn, like
possession,
yeah, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? The mystery, the intrigue.
Yeah.
You will like this film. You will have a good time. And I can't wait to see what else they do. But that's our thoughts on Late Night. I can't even get it out, y'all. Late Night with the Devil. If you have seen this film, let us know down in the comments below. How did you feel about this film? What were your favorite parts? We want to discuss this film. There's a lot to talk about with this. And like you said, we got to watch it again to really find the little intricacies and pick it apart. Drop all that down in the comments. We'd love to discuss that. And let us know what else y'all watching right now. There's a lot of stuff on streaming. Like, drop all that in the comments too. Go check out other reviews. We just watched Imaginary, terrible film. That was a good discussion too. Go check that one out as well. But that's all for Late Night with the Devil, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. Make sure you like it. Make sure you comment. Make sure you subscribe to join in the discussion of all things horror. Until next time, peace.